I'm with the all-new Honda City HEV at Bengaluru. Now what am I doing here? Let me explain. The hybrid system on this car is very complex yet very clever, making it very fuel efficient. Our plan is to drive it from Bengaluru to Mumbai, but with a slight catch. Only on a single tank of petrol. Will it make it? Let's find out.
Tire pressures checked and fuel tanked up to the Honda City Hybrid's full tank capacity of 40 litres, we were set to hit the road. Heading out of Bengaluru during peak traffic hour wasn't really much of a concern, as the hybrid system only benefited from the regen braking, which helped charge the lithium-ion battery.
Now we've done a lot of hypermiling runs in the past, but using diesel-powered cars or electric-powered cars. But this time around we're using a petrol hybrid to cover a large distance of over 1000 kilometers. Now for our typical hypermiling runs we keep the air conditioning off, but this time around I'm just going to leave it on.
Unlike a traditional hybrid system, the Honda City's hybrid system is very complex in its operation. There are 3 drive modes: electric, hybrid and engine. The system selects and toggles between the driving modes automatically, taking into account various parameters. Essentially, the EHEV starts off in pure electric mode, provided there is enough charge in the lithium-ion battery. It switches to hybrid mode as the battery depletes as you demand for stronger acceleration. In hybrid mode, the wheels are powered by the traction motor, while the engine acts as a generator to charge the lithium-ion battery. At higher speeds, the petrol engine takes over. Having covered 529 kilometers, we called it a day as the sun went down and took a break at Belgaum for the night. The stats looked good at the halfway point of our journey, and the next day we still had close to 500 kilometers to be covered.
Hypermiling is a time-consuming affair, so it's best that you rest up overnight. Let's continue driving towards Mumbai and I'll tell you about our journey's progress so far. And we're back on the road again. Let's have a quick look at what the numbers suggest. It's showing a figure of 37 kilometers per litre, and that is just incredible. You see, you calculate that with a 40 litres of fuel tank, you get around 1500 kilometers. But that sounds too good to be true. Let's find out if it actually is that fuel efficient.
Tests like these sure come across as very unrealistic, but these tests are done to find out the extreme capability of the drivetrain and the systems that aid fuel efficiency. If push came to shove and you had to drive that extra mile and get the most out of this hybrid system, this is how you should do it.
I've been driving around 50 to 60 kph, and that's where I found the Honda City EHEV's hybrid system to be the most efficient in terms of fuel consumption. Last night we made it to Belgaum with little over half tank of fuel remaining, and we had covered over 500 kilometers from Bengaluru to Belgaum. That's some impressive fuel efficiency.
To aid fuel efficiency and keep the battery charged, I occasionally shifted the gear lever into the B mode on long slopes, which enabled maximum regeneration to charge the lithium-ion battery. The paddle shifters were also handy to use regen braking on various occasions.
The best way to extract the max out of the City Hybrid is to keep a light foot on the accelerator. Doing so keeps it running in the EV mode as far as possible.
Hypermiling demands a lot of focus and discipline from the driver. The driver needs to adapt to a very efficient style of driving and needs to anticipate the road conditions and the traffic moving around. That's exactly what I was trying to apply and get the max from the EHEV hybrid system.
We're on the final home run on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway, and we've covered a little over 900 kilometers. The range that is being displayed on the instrument cluster is 197 kilometers, and the temptation to go flat out on the expressway is paramount. But we've all been waiting to see what that magical number on the fuel economy is going to be, so let's be a little more patient.
As expected, entering into Mumbai wasn't really smooth sailing as the evening peak hour traffic slowed us down further as we made our way to a fuel station in Bandra.
Believe it or not, but we have made it to Mumbai. The Honda City EHEV has successfully made the 1,000-kilometer journey from Bengaluru to Mumbai only on a single tank of petrol. In fact, there is a little left over in the car. But the question still remains, what is the fuel efficiency that we've achieved during our hypermile test? There is only one way to find out, by tanking it up. So that's a full tank with 29.08 liters. Let's see, the distance that we covered was 1006 divided by the quantity that's gone in, that's 29.08. That gives us 34.59. That is the fuel efficiency that the Honda City EHEV has achieved during our hypermile test. That is quite impressive.